Good morning guys, welcome to my YouTube channel at Sungul. So today I'm going to do a video on how I survived as a Kenyan Gen Z for a whole month without a phone. Yeah, so let's get into the video. So first thing first, I want to welcome my new subscribers. If you're new, kindly do subscribe if you have not, and if you have subscribed, I want to thank you and welcome you to this channel. Before it broke down, so the phone which I was using, or I'm still currently using, is Freon model, Freon, free, then Y-O-N-D, Freon M5. So this phone I bought in 2023, I think so, in 2023, if I'm not wrong, and I ordered it from an online shop, Jumia. Yeah, that's an online shop most people do use here in Kenya. I ordered from Jumia, Kenya in 2023. I'm trying to look into my Jumia account so that I can show you. Yes, but first I need to sign into a Wi-Fi. This is the phone which I'm talking about, this one, blue. Let us see the details. So you can see it was 15,390 from 24,000. Okay, I know this is a marketing strategy, but yeah, I ordered it from Jumia on when it was delivered on date 12 October 2023. The color is blue. Yeah, so this is the phone which I'm still using up to date. But the last time I checked it in this website, I saw that the price has reduced from 15,000 to around 10,000. Yes, so it is pre-owned. Okay, I like the phone I chose the phone because of the storage. You see, 8 GB plus 128. Yeah, so this is enough space for a person like me who is still studying, so that I can be able to keep all my documents. Yes. Now let us talk on how my phone or my phone screen broke down. It was last year when we were harvesting maize. Okay, I was at home, Elgeyo Marakwet, and it was harvesting time. My sister and I, we were going to the farm to harvest, and then it was a rainy season, and I slid when I was I fell down when I was on the road, or when we were on the road going to the farm, and my phone hit the stone. Yes, the stone, and that's how the screen got cracked. And from that time, it didn't add any issue. Okay, the screen was still functioning even though it was broken, until now. The time when I went for my attachment is when it started malfunctioning. You could see the screen moving up and down, glitching. Yeah, I think we call it glitching. So I had to use it that way for quite some time, though it gave me constant headaches. When I talk of headaches, it's real headaches. You sleep in the morning, okay, you sleep in the night, you are having headaches because you are straining to look at your phone the whole day and it is glitching. And of course, I had to force myself in, or to compromise myself in one way or the other, so that I can see what I was doing on my phone. Of course, as a youth or a teenager, constantly when you are not doing anything, you are either on your phone or on your laptop. So since I didn't go with my laptop to my attachment, I was busy looking at my phone, and that's what it gave me more headaches. Yeah. So it reached a point where it started now malfunctioning, or the screen was dark. You couldn't see anything at all. So the screen just went black. And now that was the time I had to look for plan B, because I didn't have finances to buy another phone. So I had to call my parents and told them that my screen is not functioning anymore. I need to change a new phone. Okay, I was insisting on getting a new phone, but they told me that as at now, there are not enough finances for me to get a new phone. So I had to just relax, and then they told me that it's good to get a new screen because it's cheaper compared to getting a new phone. And that's what I did. So for that time, my parents sent me some money. I ordered a screen from Jumia, which took 2 weeks, yeah, before it arrived. But before that 2 weeks, of course, I had looked for plan B on how I can survive without a phone for that time. So, okay, the whole duration was 1 month before I repaired my new phone. Okay, my phone. So, for that 2 weeks before my parents sent me some money, I had to look for plan B. And the plan B was this Gaduda. So, I had to look for a Gaduda which I can use for calls, yeah. And when I talk of calls, uh, I couldn't receive a call when I'm in school. Okay, I was doing my attachment as a senior secondary school teacher. So when you're in school, as in the staff room, I think I was the only one using Gaduda at that time. So there was something like a shame or phobia. Let me say so. A phobia of using your phone. This one now. Because everybody was using a smartphone, and me, I'm the youngest in the staff room, and I'm using Gaduda. You can imagine. So I preferred making calls at night, most probably when I'm in the teacher's quarters, because I used to live in teacher's quarters. So I couldn't make any phone calls during the day until the time I'm going back to my room, so that I can make phone calls to avoid students and teachers seeing me in a funny way, you know. You know that learners are so cheeky, and of course, uh, they'll keep your name in some way or maybe make fun of you. So this one was for making phone calls only when I'm in my room, and also receiving money, of course. Receiving money from my family members, and transacting money when I'm buying foodstuffs. So in that way, I had also my laptop. Yeah, this is my laptop, which I was using this laptop during that period. So this is what I was using during the day, and at night this one, and during the weekends, because we were not used to going to school on weekends. I remember one day when went to church with this one, and some of the students whom I was teaching at that time was seated in front of me, so they saw me with this phone. And on Monday, the following day, they came to me and tell me, "Good morning, teacher. How are you? We saw you yesterday at the church, but you left earlier." Okay, for me, I don't like staying that long in the church. So long as the preacher has finished preaching, that's the time which I go to my room. So they told me, "Oh, what happened?" And I just excused myself. I told them nothing much. And they told me, "Teacher, we saw you having kaduda." We saw you having kaduda in the church. And I was ashamed, but I had to act like it was normal. And I told them, "Oh, you know what? I was using this one to avoid distraction, because when I come with my smartphone, I will not concentrate in the church." So I was using my kaduda for me to be to concentrate maximally in the church. So for that period, I used to have my laptop, of course, and this laptop is what I was using most of the time to check. Okay, I had to link my WhatsApp, my TikTok, my Telegram, and Instagram to my taskbar, so that I can access it, most of the time when we were at the attachment, or during that period of attachment. Some of the information were relayed through WhatsApp from our coordinator. So in some way I had to access my WhatsApp, and that's how I linked my WhatsApp. Let me show you. I even pinned to my taskbar. This is what I'm talking about. This is my contacts. I had to pin it. This is a movie box because I like watching movies. This is my WhatsApp, my TikTok, Instagram. No, this is Telegram. This is my Chrome, Instagram. Then this is Microsoft. Yeah, so I had to pin it to my laptop taskbar so that I can able to check what was being said through the online, because most information were relayed through WhatsApp. The good thing, after I've gone to after my phone got broke, or after my phone screen went dark, I came to pick my laptop here. I had left it here at Rongo, where in my room, of course. So I had to come back here to pick my laptop, and this one, so that I can use it for that period when I was in survival mode. So the good thing is, in that school which I was doing my attachment, they had installed Wi-Fi, and that's how I was able to log into or to operate my laptop. When you're using this phone, there is no way you can buy data for bundles and connect directly to, or hotspot directly to the laptop. So I want the good thing, or the good side, is that in that school there was Wi-Fi, so I connected it directly to my PC. So that was the only advantage, and it means, or during that time, I was only online during the day, or let's say weekdays, and on the weekends off until Monday. So now, after 2 weeks of using my laptop and this Kaduda, this is Kaduda, we normally call it Kaduda in Kenya, or Mulika Mwizi, or Tenje. Okay, there are a lot of many names. We call it Sheng. Okay, Sheng. So we have a lot of many names for this fort. The one which I know is Kaduda and Mulika Mwizi. Maybe someone can tell me other name in the comment section. So for that 2 weeks which I was using this laptop, I was connected to the school Wi-Fi. And don't forget that I was staying in the school premises. That is in teachers' quarters. And in teachers' quarters, of course, it is within the school premises. And during that time, so that to avoid feeling shy or whatever, I used to carry my laptop not in the bag, on my hand, so that the students can see. So that the students can see at least and say, oh, at least Madam has a laptop. That's how the situation was so bad, you know, and the pressure. Okay, you feel like you are the youngest in the staff room, you are using a Kaduda. So at some point I had to use my laptop or carry my laptop on my hand so that they could see, show off. So after 2 weeks, my brothers, my family members sent me some money and I had to order a new screen from Jumia because this my phone is a China product. So it means that they don't have a company here in Kenya, and the assemblies or the I can say assemblies, phone assemblies like the screen, whatever, you cannot find it in Kenya unless you order, so that they ship it from China to Kenya. So I had to ship it from China to Kenya. Let me show you. So this is the screen I'm talking about. Let us see the details. So it was 2,807 shillings from 3,564 shillings. So I had to pick at Kericho because I was still in Kericho. 3,000, see here. The shipping fee, this is delivery fee 120, and this the screen fee was 2,807 plus the delivery fee 120. Shipping fee 196. Total it was 3,123. Yeah, so it was delivered on 14th July. Yeah. So I didn't know the size, but I just this one because it said one size fits all. So it means all Freon M5 uses this screen. I had to pay first before making an order because it was being shipped from China. But when the product is within Kenya, you can pay it after delivery. But this one I paid before delivery. So that was 3,120 Kenyan shillings. After making a delivery, I had to wait for another 2 weeks so that it arrived on 4 p.m. And then I had to go to Kericho. That was the nearest town, Kericho town. I used a transport of 500. It was 250. To and fro, it was 250. So total of 500 Kenyan shillings. And what else? Okay, I had to repair my screen at the Kericho town. Reason being is that I wanted to see if it will work first, so that I won't waste transport coming back to where I was, that was for Tana. So I had to repair first in the town to check if it fits. It will be okay. If it will not fit, I had to return it to the junior staff, yeah, within a period of 2 weeks. So I had first to check if it fits, and that's how my screen was made with 700 Kenyan shillings. Yeah, I used 700 Kenyan shillings because it was in a town, and you know, in a town, everything is expensive. People are trying to pay rent, trying to meet the ends meet, you know. So that's why it was that much expensive to get my screen being repaired. So I paid 700, and then transport 500, and I had lunch 280 shillings, and the money which I had at the phone 3,120. So maximum of, when you add that all, it will become around 4,603 shillings. Yeah, so that's the amount of money which I used to get my phone being repaired. Okay, it was much expensive. Reason being, the screen was not in Kenya, it was being shipped. And you know, most of the time when you do order for the stuff through online, it tends to be much or higher expensive. I don't know if it's me alone, or but sometimes, yeah, I do see that the things, when you compared when you go direct to the seller, it is much cheaper, and of course you can negotiate. But when you order, if it's 3,000, it's 3,000, no negotiation. That's why I find it being expensive. Yeah, so that's how I stayed for a whole month without a phone. Yeah, without accessing internet, even though I was accessing it during the day on weekdays, it was somehow limited compared to when you have your phone. Yeah, so that's how I stayed for a whole month. If you watch this video up to this end, kindly do subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. Like, comment. Yes. Bye bye. Let's meet in the next